Hey everybody. So this is going to be a bit of a shaky video because I'm holding the camera rather than having it on a stand. I'm in my PJs. It's after work. We're doing anything but sleeping right now. So one of the things I saw and wanted to try is de-yellowing plastic. And I have this contraption all fixed up, and I'll show it to you in more detail. But what I'm wanting to de-yellow are these candelabras that I've had for years that have been handed down to me from our family Christmas decorations. There's that side, not quite as yellow. So you can see what side was facing the sun. These are actually connected. I'm not going to bother trying to disconnect them or anything. Here's the other one. Front and back. I took pictures so I can do before and after. So I've been thinking for years I need to paint them and get them pretty again because they look like somebody peed all over them or something. But we're going to try to de-yellow them. So I've got a clear plastic tote that these fit in. I'm going to have to do one at a time so that the plastic doesn't touch each other. So I've got a total of 4 of these. We're going to do one. If it works, we'll do the rest. My clear plastic tote. And this right here is a bunch of LED lights. These are UV black lights. I forget how many feet, 40 feet, I think. Somewhere around there. I've got them wrapped all around the bottom like that, enough to reach the height of this, the width of the stand. So it's gonna lay in the tote this way. Told you, shaky, sorry. It's gonna lay in the tote this way. So I made sure that it's at least as tall as the base there. And yes, the wires are going to be in it as well, because I don't know how to pull the sockets and everything out. I didn't want to break it by pulling too hard, and otherwise I don't know. So I figured we'll just let them dry really, really well. This is March 30th, so almost April Fool's Day. March 30th, so they'll have plenty of time to dry out by December. And that's JoJo. She wants to go to bed. So I've wrapped them all along the bottom, the width, and if I show you the inside, you can kind of see where it wraps around all around the bottom and even on this side. And then took it across the top, taped the ends right here to keep them in place. The only one that's not taped is this last one, so that I can put the hydrogen peroxide in. This is, I don't know what brand, Detox Health brand. You're supposed to dilute it, but it's 12% peroxide. I've got 2 of those bottles. There's the other bottle. So we'll see how much of it I need. And I told Dad, I said, if this works, find stuff you need me to de-yellow. And the aluminum foil is wrapped all around. I can lift this up. You can see it's wrapped all around. That's to help the UV light reflect and hopefully just saturate the plastic and the peroxide. The UV light, UV black light, helps accelerate the process. That's the goal. So I'm going to go ahead and put the peroxide in and the candle, and I'm actually going to put it in place. I'm going to put it beside my dehumidifier there. There you can see an outlet right there. So it's going to be beside the dehumidifier, but the better light for showing you guys everything was right here. So I'll bring you back when we get to that part. Okay, so the cord is very, very short. So it's stretched just as much as it can connect. You can see right there. I've got my, let me sit down, it's easier on my back. We've got our cap that can also reflect. I'm trying to open the wrong end. So if we peek inside, the candles are soaking in the hydrogen peroxide. Got it totally covered. You can see the glow. So we're going to let this sit at least 24 hours. It's got some ventilation right there. It does get hot. So being that close to the battery, I'm not so sure about. That's probably not safe. And my bedroom is on that end. So we're going to let it glow. Whoops. Trying to peek in right there. We're going to let it glow. See how it does. And go from there. So I'll see you on the update. Okay. It is Friday night. Over 24 hours later. Let's take a peek and see if there was any success in getting less yellow. I was trying to think of how to say it. Here we go. It's hard to tell with all the bright UV light. It's sizzling. I had to put that. Oh no. They will end up burning. Let me turn them off. Didn't realize I was still recording. So I'm pulling it out. Trying to be careful. I think all of it's drained out. Let me go set it to the side and we'll compare and see how we did. I started to say that I was using the metal to weight it down because it started popping up. And it is a lot better when you compare it to that one. You can see what I was talking about. It looks like somebody peed all over it. A lot better. There's still a little bit of yellow on it. You can see some there. There's the back side. So I'm going to let it keep on cooking. So I'm going to put everything back in. I do need to let the UV lights dry before turning them back on. So I will let that happen overnight. But these can still soak in the water until then. Looks like it's bent. Looks like the candle started to melt. Okay. Oh, and I put a glove on this time because I had white all the way down this finger, and this finger. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot hydrogen peroxide will do that. I did wash my hand off afterwards, but the white had already gotten there, but it was gone by morning. All right, I'm going to put them back in. So hopefully all of that yellow will be gone the next time I see you guys. All right, look at that difference. The front one, of course, was the one that was in the de-yellowing process. The second one is the original pairing. I'll do it third. I've got the second one in there now. So quite the difference. If we look at the back side, just as good compared to that, which looks like somebody peed all over it. Yeah, it's one of those things, you sit there and you clean it and clean it and clean it and it won't get clean. Yeah. And my one melted candle. I don't know if it fell on the baseboard heater or what to cause the melting of that, but that was not in the process, because this one's got a bump in it too. So I think it's like where it fell on the baseboard heater or something, because that's right below where the window sits. For these two, they sit in the window that has the baseboard heater. So, very happy with the results. I was trying to think of what word to use. Very happy with the results. I recommend it. The plastic itself is not damaged at all. It's its usual off-white color that it should be to begin with. And if your plastic is gray, it will stay gray. It intended to be gray, like gaming consoles, that sort of thing. If it was clear, then it will make it clear. So, yeah, fabulous. Hey guys, final picture of the candelabras after de-yellowing, and you can see it did an awesome job. They're all looking pretty good. You can see the back on that one a little bit, except for my shadow. I'm purposely saving one of them for last. See how clean they look and brand new-ish, other than them being antique. This one is the only one that has just a little bit of the yellowing left. And I don't even know if it's going to show up in the video. If I zoom in, you can see it. Just a hint of yellowing. And that could be because I didn't realize, because I had to get more hydrogen peroxide solution because it lost its fizz. And when it loses its fizz, it no longer works. So I lost track of where I was at with everything. But it's minor enough. I'm not going to worry about it. We're good. I already dismantled the project. So just wanted you guys to see the final result. I finally got bulbs to go with my candelabra, and they simulate a real flame. So it's been several months since I did the de-yellowing, but wanted to show you that, and that's what it looks like in the daylight. So still white, and the bulbs work. All right, thank you all for joining me on this journey. Now I'll get the video up.